Beijing has issued a comprehensive policy blueprint for all-round rural revitalization. It aims to safeguard food security, promote innovation and boost rural incomes by developing, quote, new quality productive forces. To unpack this ambitious plan, let's bring in Qu Qiang, Assistant Director of the International Monetary Institute. Great to have you on the program today. Now, we've heard about farming and biodiversity, but what are some of the other rural reforms China plans to focus on?
Well, actually, China has been, like you mentioned, it's a very ambitious blueprint for the agriculture and the rural area development, right? We have 1.4 billion population, very, very large. So you will see that, number one important issue is food security and safety. I think that's the reason why the central government has issued lots of the plans. And number one, you've heard it that how can we guarantee that people will have enough food? Well, basically, if you want to solve this equation, you will solve it from the quality and quantity. So quantity-wise, you have to make sure you have, well, simple and like that, you will need to have sufficient land to farm the grains and the fruit and everything. So I think that's the reason why central government making sure very much that you need to guarantee that 1.8 billion mu, or the Chinese area unit, can always be guaranteed, and also people are not to try to purchase or foully occupy the farmland. For example, in the past 10 years, a lot of people try to go to the rural area, occupy the farmland, and to build second home or homestay. But that is bad for the quantity. So I think this document making sure very much that you don't have the right to do so. And secondly, is about quality or technology. We need to resort to high technology for the fine breeds, for the fine seeds, and also to for the fertilizers to boost up this harvest, so that we will have the basic security for the food.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this report has come in response to the latest tariffs and to try and protect against disruptions to agricultural trade. We know, as you said, self-sufficiency, supply stability is the focus, but how far will this go to reduce vulnerabilities and ensure the domestic needs are met?
Well, I think central government has set it up a very important baseline, which is like 700 million tons for the grain for the self-made. And I think of this kind of the bottom line can guarantee that 1.4 billion people will have enough food for themselves. But I don't think that's enough. I think what you just mentioned, currently we'll have a very turbulent international backdrop. Geopolitical conflicts, trade conflicts are happening there. So not only for for them to have enough food, but also for them to have good food, and also we need to make sure that farmers will have a better life. So I think that's the reason why they mentioned about the second part, that is technology. What we'll call the extended technology. For example, like e-commerce, we just heard from the journalist. E-commerce is very, very important. Previously the farmers can only sell their products to the wholesale market and then translate it into the supermarket and then goes to the grocery store and then be sold. Well, farmers will have very little pennies in their pocket through this whole value chain. But now it's different. We have the e-commerce. Farmers can directly sell the local specialties to every household. Their income has been greatly increased. You probably cannot imagine how much of this e-commerce based farmers can earn each year. And more than that, it will have the three-dimensional, what we call three-dimensional agriculture. For example, under the fruit trees, they will breed the cage-free chicken, and also have the meat and eggs, and also send the chicken to the nearby paddy field so they can eat up the past. Totally green, very efficient. And more than that, they will extend to the whole value chain to a very, very far away places. So it becomes the the holiday and a weekend resort for the city people, and also they will establish some the local restaurant around that to provide the local specialties food. And so everything combined together becomes a new strategy for the poverty alleviation and a better income for the farmers.
Qu Qiang, really appreciate your insight. Thank you.